Hello, foodie friends, grain-free VIPs. Welcome to today's Slice of the Grain-Free Lifestyle episode. I'm so glad to have you here with me. Every week you come and you say hello with me, and I just love spending a little bit of our weekend together to help you level up your grain-free lifestyle. So as you are coming on and being notified that I am live, could you please drop an emoji below and let me know where you are tuning in from? And if you are catching the replay, could you please use #replay? I want to give a special shout out to everyone who voted in our poll this week because you helped choose today's topic, which is what kind of grain-free, allergy-friendly meals can your whole family enjoy? Oh my goodness, this is what we're all going for because we know it is such a drag to cook 2 meals. It's enough to really make you lose your mind. So I thought today we would not only talk about them, but we would cook one. So what is your family's favorite meal to share together? Is it something on the grill? Maybe it's seafood. Is it pizza? Is it a traditional holiday meal? For one client I had, her family meal was pierogies, and so we worked together to help her break a pierogi recipe. I'm looking for you to tell me what makes your family traditions special, whether it's a weeknight tradition or a holiday tradition. So if you could drop that in the chat, I would really appreciate it. Now let's talk about the type of grain-free, allergy-friendly meals that your whole family can enjoy together. Okay, just waiting for a sound check from my amazing new helper. And I want to make sure that you can see me and hear me. All right, so hopefully I will get the okay on that. So what type of grain-free, allergy-friendly meals can your whole family enjoy together? Well, let's first quantify the family. We're not excluding anybody on this, okay? We are including everyone. That means if the child is sitting in a high chair and they're on solid food, that kid counts as the family. And the cranky in-laws who grew up on meat and potatoes and want their pasta to taste like pasta, they're included too. And grandma, who is known for her famous family dish, we're expecting her to want to try whatever we put in front of her. We know grandma's standards are high, and we don't blame her because grandma is an amazing chef who's been putting meals on the table that are just pure magic and legendary in your family. So we want meals that everyone can share and enjoy together. All right, so that's who we are including in these meals. Now, what are these meals not going to have? Well, let me tell you about my allergies. In our house, I avoid apples, almonds, bananas, beef, blueberries, cassava, corn, dairy, eggs, all grains, peas, pork, potatoes, soy, pineapple, sunflower, sweet potatoes, benzoic acid, active yeast, and my husband is lectin free. So if you're thinking, Nina, you can't create meals that my whole family will enjoy, please let me share with you that I do it for my family, I do it for my clients and their families. We work together on it, and I think it's something that we can make happen for your family once you start learning the techniques and the ingredient combinations that make the magic, that secret sauce of enjoying meals together. So today we are going to be making, and I'm doing a final test of our recipe. So VIPs, if you like this recipe is coming your way. We are doing a final test of a cheeseburger casserole recipe. What's the difference between this one and the recipe that's already on my website? This one is completely lectin free. So obviously, let's talk about breakfast. What kind of breakfast could you have without those? Without grains, without the top allergens, and without lectins? Well, pancakes. Really, you can enjoy pancakes without grains and the top allergens. And they look like pancakes, and they taste like pancakes, and you can ask my VIPs, the kids just eat them, right? If the kids are loving them, that makes my heart sing because we have kids who are healing from illnesses, and these recipes help them heal because they keep them on the path. And then we have kids who are supporting the adults. And when families share meals together, that's the magic we are trying to create. So we've got pancakes, we've got indulgent egg rounds. They look like eggs, they taste like eggs, but they're egg-free. Another one, waffles. How amazing would that be for your family to sit down to waffles without grains, without allergens, and without lectins? I do have a lectin-free waffle recipe. If you would like any of these recipes, please put recipe in the comments so that I can reach out to you and share you. And if you haven't said hello yet, please say hello so that I can thank you for joining me, whether you're live or, catching the replay on your free time. I really appreciate it. So we're talking about recipes that your entire family can share and enjoy. Oh, good. I just preheated my oven. So far we've talked about pancakes, indulgent egg rounds. We've talked about waffles. How about some muffins? Wouldn't your family love to have some muffins at a nice brunch? That would be amazing. Okay. I have heard that we are good. All right. Awesome. So I just want to give my friend a little reminder here. Okay. So we are talking about the types of recipes that your family can enjoy without grains, without allergens. We've talked about waffles. We've talked about pancakes. We've talked about vanilla muffins. Right? The indulgent egg rounds, all without grains and the top allergens. Now I'm going to start to show you one. So before you joined me here today, I did a little bit of cooking, and I prepared what did I prepare? I prepared the ground turkey, and I prepared the cheese sauce. So let me show you. And it's hot. Okay. So it's going to look pretty sloppy, but that's okay. It is a cheesy base, and I think it definitely needs the paprika, because the paprika, when I put paprika in here, it looks real cheesy. Right now, it kind of looks like a white cheddar, but I want it to look cheesy. That's okay. All right, so now I've got my cheesy ground turkey, and I need to make the topping. Now, of course, cheeseburger casserole is a great recipe. My family loves it. I shared it with friends, and they're like, are you sure there's no dairy in here? Are you sure there's no grain in here? And that's what we're going towards, okay? We want recipes that everyone can share together, like the pancakes, like the waffles, like the indulgent egg rounds, like the vanilla muffins, like this cheeseburger casserole that your whole family can share in, and so that everyone is happy. Now, would it be a family-friendly meal if we didn't have pizza? Of course not. Of course there's a pizza recipe. And it's not using the cheddar in the bag, because that usually contains hidden grains. If you don't know what hidden grains are, just drop hidden grains in the chat so that I can reach out to you and help you learn about those. There are more than 150 grain-based ingredients, hidden grains, sneaking into our food, and we often react to them the same way that we react to grain. So if you got a little bit of grain chaos in your life and you don't know where it's coming from, it might be those hidden grains. Okay, so I'm going to move my casserole offset so that I can show you what's coming next. This is the topping. Now in here, I have some of my lectin-free flour blend. I have some of my lectin-free egg replacer. I have a little bit of xanthan gum. And before you go, Nina, didn't you know xanthan gum is made from corn? Xanthan gum usually is made from corn, but the xanthan gum I use is Authentic Foods. And my goodness, the xanthan gum I use is made from cabbage. So we don't have to worry about getting exposed to hidden grains when we use Authentic Foods xanthan gum. Now, I'm just noticing that I don't have the little attachment here, so I'm going to fix that. I'll be right back. Okay. Thank you for being patient with me. So we are making a cheeseburger casserole, and we are talking about family-friendly meals that our whole family can enjoy, like muffins and waffles and pancakes and indulge in egg rounds. And let's just throw tacos into that too, because when my VIPs were able to break a recipe for taco shells, grain-free taco shells, and they're cassava-free too, because some of us, like me, react to cassava. They were so happy, and they've even got their kiddos involved in it. One of my VIPs actually told me at our last VIP lounge, she said, Nina, I finally made your mozzarella cheese, and my kids are loving it, even the ones who can have dairy. They say it's okay that we have this. And the whole family no longer wants Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue, because the barbecue that we make that is grain-free, it's your recipe, Nina, we're loving it. It's great for everybody to eat together. And that's the goal that we're working towards. Family-friendly meals that everybody can share. Okay, so I've got my organic coconut milk. Please watch your dairy-free milks. Dairy-free milks can often be laced with hidden grains. So I'm just going to add it, let it do its thing, and then when the ingredients are incorporated, I will mix it up. Now I'm going to need a scraper. One of the things I've noticed about stand mixers, and let me tell you, I cannot cook without a stand mixer. Why? Because I've melted 3 hand mixers, and I'm talking smoke, people. I bake a little too much for a hand mixer. We do have one in my house. I don't use it. My husband does. So, but one of the things I've noticed about my stand mixers is that they really don't get the side. So I am always scraping to make sure all the ingredients get incorporated. Otherwise, you have ingredients kind of hanging out on the edges. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are just joining me, I am live. I'm making cheeseburger casserole here. We're talking about what kind of family-friendly recipes can your whole family enjoy together. Okay, so we've talked about the vanilla muffins. We've talked about the waffles. We've talked about tacos. We've talked about breaking family recipes and adding your family traditions back to your table. Now that this is incorporated, move it offset, and I'm going to set my timer and let it mix. Okay. So are there others? Of course there are others. There's an entire world of grain-free recipes. And if you're like, Nina, where do I get these? Could you please drop VIP below, and I will reach out to you and help you unlock these amazing recipes. Now, what other recipes are there? There's pizza. There's chicken taco casserole. Shepherd's pie, no potato at all, but you won't notice the missing ingredients. You will go for seconds. Let's see. Simple salmon and cilantro. If salmon is not safe for you because it is a top allergen, you can use pork. At our house, we have to avoid pork, so we lean into fish a little more than most families might. So what other recipes? How about a whole Thanksgiving meal? Starting with your garlic bread and your appetizers and your wonderful dips, ranch drip and ranch dressing, right? With sour cream so that you can really make any dip, and cream cheese so that you can have a whole full course Thanksgiving meal with roasted turkey, stuffing, and gravy, all your sides, maple ginger, honey nut squash. Let's see what else. No potato mash. Looks like mashed potatoes, tastes like mashed potatoes. Totally nightshade free, which is a good thing if you have a potato allergy. Yeah, got that too, right? So all of these recipes are available to you and your family so that you can eat like normal again. And if you would like help unlocking them, please comment VIP so I can reach out to you and help you unlock these recipes. Now there's white pizza, because nightshade is not safe for everybody. My husband actually prefers the white pizza with my wicked simple white sauce and the liquid mozzarella cheese. Yes, you don't have to buy the expensive cheese in the bag. Pour it on, make it yourself, half the price, and you can eat like normal again. So that with your family, not only are you sharing meals together, you are keeping your grocery budget in check so that you're not having another mortgage payment every month, because that is so important. Grain-free, allergy-friendly foods, we know they get expensive, and we know it takes time to make them. If you are a fast track VIP, you can access my meal prep magic course where I teach you to make 5 dinners in less than 2 hours. When I do that meal prep technique, I have dinner for usually 7 days because there's only 2 of us at our house, but 2 hours, dinner for 7 days, absolutely life changing. And if you're thinking, oh my gosh, I need to try this, I hear you. And the reason I hear that is because nobody taught me to do this. I did not go to cooking school to learn this. I had to learn this on my own. When I first started in 2012, my doctor said, well, you'll be fine. Just eat protein and veggies and, cheat a little bit when you need to. And I made it from October at Christmas and at Thanksgiving. I did not cheat, and it was miserable. But my birthday's in September. So as I was coming around my 1-year anniversary, I said, okay, my doctor said I could cheat. I'm going to try that. I'm going to have 1 slice of cake on my birthday. And do you know what that got me? 1 slice of cake on my birthday got me hives that would not go away for more than a week. And whatever you think about birthday cake should not come with hives. Everybody deserves pizza and cake on their birthday. Families deserve to share meals together, and nobody should miss out. Grandma should be happy that she's sharing a meal, right? The food should taste real to her. The little kids should be able to participate, and the parents shouldn't have to cook 2 meals all the time. And that is what this is about. So if that sounds like something you'd like to learn more about, please just comment VIP. Maybe you're in a situation similar to mine where you're trying so hard, but you just need cake on your birthday. Or maybe you're managing the parent life with a couple of kids who can't have certain foods or different allergies in your family. It's a whole lot of brain work, but it can get easier. And that's why it's my mission to help families like yours avoid grains and allergens while packing their menu with flavor and variety so you can share meals together again and not miss out. So I'm so excited to have you here with me. We just have a few more seconds, and then we're going to add the leavening agents into the topping, because right now our mixer is mixing, and then we're going to put this in the oven. I know, I get excited. And the reason I get excited is because it took me, okay? It took me an entire year to get grains out of my diet. And I won't even tell you how long it took me to eat like normal again. It was definitely 7 years. It was almost 10 years. I didn't really have a good pizza recipe until about 4 years ago. I worked really hard at breaking that recipe, but I've done the work so that you don't have to, so that when you unlock my VIP recipe box, when you join Grain-Free Fast Track, all of a sudden, you're able to eat like normal again because the recipes are there. The barbecue sauce and the pizza and the mozzarella and the cheddar. And you've got recipes for breads and cakes and cookies and casseroles, like this amazing cheeseburger casserole, and pies. And I'm focusing too much on what I'm saying, and I almost forget to add the leavening agents. Oh my goodness, do you ever forget to add an ingredient? I mean, I break the rules, I break recipes, I make a lot of mistakes, but that's all right. I learn from them all. Okay, so I need a little baking soda and a little cream of tartar. And if you're going, why don't you just use baking powder? Well, that's because baking powder includes what? Hidden grains. Baking powder is made of 3 ingredients: baking soda, cornstarch, I know, there it is, right there screaming at us, cornstarch, and cream of tartar. Now, cream of tartar is a byproduct of the winemaking process. Most people know baking soda. I prefer Arm & Hammer. Bob's Red Mill just has a wonky taste to me. So I definitely prefer the Arm & Hammer baking soda. Let me just see. All right. So, but your average baking powder on the shelf in the grocery store will contain a hidden grain like cornstarch. And so if you want to learn more about hidden grains, you can just put hidden grains in the comments, and I'll reach out to you and help you learn more about that, because that's what I'm here to do. When I first started, I got the, you'll figure it out, honey, and go online and look for recipes. You'll be fine. But it takes more than that. And that's why it's my mission to support families like yours. And if you're thinking, oh my gosh, Nina, that would be amazing, I would love to learn more about that, Arlene, who's helping me today, I'm sure she's put the link in the comments already for you to book a call with me. So use that calendar link. We'll get your name on my calendar, and we'll talk about how I can support you with leveling up your grain-free lifestyle. When we meet, we'll meet on Zoom for a no-pressure consult. We'll talk about your goals and to see how I can support you in achieving them. Why? Because everybody deserves pizza and cake on their birthday. Nobody should have to miss out because of allergens. And while it took me a decade to figure this stuff out, I don't think anybody else should have to spend 10 years figuring it out. Not when there are recipes ready to go that are just waiting for you. So book that call and we'll talk more about it. Okay, I'm going to set my timer for 30 seconds. And then this will be done and it'll be ready to put in the oven. Okay, so quick recap. What kind of grain-free, allergy-friendly, family-friendly foods can you enjoy with your whole family? We got muffins, we have waffles, pancakes, right? Lazy French toast casserole. There's tons more. You could even do a dairy-free berry parfait with a nice homemade whip that you find on my website. Okay? And we haven't even talked about desserts, but let's go through the lunches, right? We have a wonderful sandwich bread, lectin-free, actually, flatbread. My VIPs are loving that. Okay, mac and cheese. Yes, mac and cheese, because we can't call it family-friendly if there's no mac and cheese for the kids or the kid inside of all of us. I'm going to be 44 years old, and let me tell you, if I don't have mac and cheese at least once a month, I've got a little too much sadness in my life. So I am not too proud to say I will eat mac and cheese, and I will eat it out of the pot. Why? Because I made it, and that is my privilege. When I break these recipes, when I make these recipes, I get to eat them out of the pot. Okay, so this is my topping. Okay? Doesn't look any different. Doesn't look grain-free, but it is. Remember, this is without grains, this is without the top allergens, and it's lectin-free. It's also nightshade-free. So I'm just going to plop it on. And then, okay, now what's the secret to making family-friendly foods that your entire family can enjoy together? Well, it's about ingredients and it's about the techniques, knowing how to make the ingredients combine so that you're not just guessing, so that you can replicate almost anything that you taste, right? How do you get a fluffy bread? How do you take your sandwich bread to chef level? If a recipe doesn't come out right, what do you do? That's what I teach in my cooking classes and in coaching sessions. And let me tell you, I have never seen a person so happy as when their kids can go to school with sandwiches that are safe for them. Sometimes the kids like to take pizza. I cannot blame a child for liking pizza, but you know what I mean, right? When kids can eat like normal, they can go to school and blend in, share foods with their friends, and have that slice of cake on their birthday at their friend's birthday party. That's what we're going for. And I'm so excited that you came here to talk with me about it today. So if you would like to learn more, I want you to use that link, right? Get your name on my calendar, and we will talk about how I can support you by unlocking these amazing recipes. Okay. Ta-da! Now this thing needs to bake in the oven. Okay. We haven't talked about appetizers yet. And especially if you are a family that kind of has some athletes in it, whether you're just spectators or your kiddos are the athletes themselves, it's great to have game day snacks and eats like cheeseburger sliders. Amazing. For me, when I break a recipe, I'm excited to have it. So when I broke the recipe, we had cheeseburger sliders on Christmas, for Christmas Day, if you can believe it. And we had a friend over who loves gluten, loves dairy, had been told she needed to avoid it. And so she said, well, can I come to your house? I just want to see what it tastes like. And she had the cheeseburger sliders with the dairy-free cheddar and the gluten-free, grain-free buns that I had made. And she was like, you got to be kidding me. If I could eat like this, then I know I could do it. Because when your food tastes normal, you can share it with your family, all of a sudden it becomes possible. I believe in you. I know you can do this, right? It took me 10 years to figure it out, but I'm here to support you. So we've got our cheeseburger sliders. We've got crispy cheddar bacon bites, all kinds of dips, nacho towers. I told you about the tortillas that my VIPs were able to break, because that's what we do in our coaching sessions and in our VIP lounge. We break recipes. We take your family recipes or recipes you'd like to try, and we break them down and we take them apart and we take out the ingredients that are unsafe for you. So as you're scrolling Pinterest, or maybe you're looking in a magazine going, that looks so good, I could never have that. I wish I could have that. We can make that recipe possible for you, okay? So I will see you in my next live. I want you to use that calendar link so we can connect. And I believe in you. I know you can do this. Why? Because the possibilities are endless when you break a recipe.